guys, how are you doing? Hope you're well and well in the Lord. I'm Megs here saying hello to all of you. Wherever you find yourself watching me from, I say hello, and hello to you so much. So it's one of the days that the Lord has made. As I always say, we should rejoice and be glad in it. So, I'm just doing a quick video, yeah? I'm just doing a quick video because I feel like I should talk about this. So yesterday in the mainstream media, Kenya News, and specifically Citizen TV, I watched an episode of a woman, I'm going to pin her here, who was assaulted, let me call it to death, but she narrowly escaped it by the husband. And I kept asking myself, guy, how did this start? Because it's got a genesis here, guys. Actually, the woman says that the husband stabbed her on the right side a couple of times and then went ahead and threw hot water on her. So her back is burnt. Actually, she's put in a cage. I was shocked when I watched this particular piece of news. I was so shocked because I was like, Jesus Christ, how did this exactly happen? How can someone throw hot water on someone to an extent of this person is not even able? Femicide has been a subject that has been discussed in this country time and again. The discussion around femicide is too much. Like, we're discussing about women being assaulted, women being killed left, right, and center in this country. Each and every day when you wake up, there are news that someone was dismembered, disfigured, burnt with acid, burnt with whatever. So yesterday I watched this piece of news and I asked myself exactly what is happening. Yeah, you have a wife, you have a spouse, you have a girlfriend, you have a boyfriend, yeah, right? This is not your blood-related relative. Is that how you put it? This is someone who came to live with you. You are coexisting because you two don't share any DNA. Better still, you don't share any blood unless you maybe, you come from this religion where people marry cousins, marry relatives, marry uncles, and so on. But here comes you, who is married to a spouse who is not blood related with you. This human being was born by God with their own characters, their flaws, their highs, their lows, their advantages, their disadvantages, their weaknesses. I mean, it's called SWOT analysis. They have strengths, they have weaknesses, yeah? They are threats in their lives. It's a whole mixture of, human being. We are different, we are born differently. No one is like the other one. No one is same unless they're identical twins, and even those, maybe there's something, small thing that they're different from one another. So this is a human being you're living with in your house, and this particular human being does things that do not necessarily excite you. I feel like instead of, beating someone's child to death, dismembering them, disfiguring them, throwing acid on them, throwing hot water on them, why don't you sit down like two grown adults, discuss? This relationship that we are in is not working. This thing we have, entanglement, or marriage, or is it a relationship, or is it come we stay, is not working. This relationship that me and you share is not working. So I think it's good for us to go our separate ways. Sit down, discuss. Even though you have kids, let not the society dictate what is going to happen in your marriage, in your relationships. Why? Because a lot of people are dying in relationships, in marriages, because of one thing. They are scared of what society is going to say about them. For instance, if you spend a lot of money on big weddings and stuff, you're scared. You'd rather die in a marriage claiming it's your children, right? who are making you stay in this particular marriage. This man comes home drunk every night. Like this particular one is a police officer, comes home drunk, he's carrying a gun. You don't understand if they can shoot you, they come hit you, beat you left, right, and center. Now this one pours not acid, pours hot water on the back of this woman here. And this woman is a woman who has sired your kids. Man, it's disturbing, it's distasteful. I don't know the best adjectives to use in this particular scenario. I said today I have to deal with this thing because it's really making me feel so bad. Yani, someone who has given birth to your children, you stab them to death, you go to an extent of pouring hot water to them or acid or whatever, and your mind is okay. Your mind is working. Young man or young woman, wherever you find yourself. I sat down and watched this clip, these news pieces, and I was like, Jesus Christ, how did this practically happen? Are there any sense? Because before a narcissist gets to make you sink into some sort of depression, there are attributes. You look at it, there are attributes that the things that happen. Someone doesn't come just overnight and pour acid on you, pour hot water on you, stab you. If you look at it, there are things that started. There are things that started happening step by step, until they got to where they are. Before someone stabs you, you have seen signs and symptoms of what do you call it? Assault. It doesn't wake up one day and they assault you. They started somehow, somewhat. You have seen signs and symptoms. So you cannot sit there and allow someone who comes home and beats you every night, comes home and ensures that always you're not in yourself. They want to psychologically torture you, emotionally torture you, physically abuse you. Even there's some people I was talking to, a married woman who told me that the husband has been raping her for the last 10 years. You're in a marriage, but you're not getting sex willfully. A man has to force themselves to you or into you. Let me tell you, rape is not about someone being cornered in a place that they did not understand so that they can explain they were raped. No, that is not rape, my dear. Even when someone comes to your house, even though it's your spouse, and they force themselves to you unwillingly, that itself is rape. I talked to a lady who told me the husband consistently raped her for the longest time because she was not willingly giving it out. Why? Because they have disagreement. The husband does not want to solve disagreement. He wants to come and then there's some things people call pep talk, and then they go to the bed and they do pep talk and they forget their issues and they want to do something people call make-up sex. This make-up sex has closed in a lot of hurts in some people. There are people who are hurting in their marriages, hurting in their relationships, all in the name of someone hurt you, and then they came in the night and they pretended to be so good, pep talk in the bed, and then they had sex with you, whatever they call make-up sex, and everything is gone. Now look at this particular woman. And there was another case in Naivasha, same news. So this man who has been your husband for the longest time stabs you to death, stabs you to death. You have children with this man, you have sired his children, you've been taking care of his children. One day this man just comes out from nowhere, maybe because there's a disagreement. I'm saying if you're disagreeing with someone at home, let them go. If you can no longer take care of them, let them go. Guys, let them leave. You don't have to force yourself on someone. If this particular person doesn't want whatever you're saying or whatever you're doing, release her. Let her go back to her parents. I don't see the need of you killing someone's child, disfiguring, dismembering. Now this, you remember the lady from Ukambani who was cut all over her face? She has marks up to date. She doesn't have a hand because one son of Pharaoh came home drunk one day and said, and this woman, I'm going to cut her into pieces. It is so disturbing. It is so mind-boggling. It is so insane for you to get to your house, take a knife and stab your wife or stab your husband. Are you insane? Are you sick? This is not your sister. This is not your brother. If you cannot live with them anymore, let them go. Let them go. If you can't live with them anymore, let them go. You don't need to stab someone. You don't need to pour acid on them. You don't need to pour hot water on them. And my dear sister or brother, you who is in this relationship and you're seeing red flags that are so delicate and dangerous, don't continue staying in a relationship that will get your parents crying each and every day because you are taken back to your family in a coffin. A story is told of another lady. This lady was married to a man, and to make the matters more, as a church folk. This particular woman used to come back to the mother and tell the mom, my husband is assaulting me. And the mom would say, no, marriage is, hard work. Marriage in Kiswahili ni kuvumilia. Yani marriage requires patience. Marriage requires this. Marriage requires the other. This lady would come back, not once, not twice, not thrice, telling the mother, you know what, mama, this man is assaulting me. This man always beats me. This man does A, B, C, D. And the mom would always say, no, marriage ni kuvumilia. Marriage is, wait patiently. Things will work. You know what? This woman was a Woman's Guild, PCEA, Woman's Guild woman. I know up to date, she's living with the guild. The next thing she had is she was being called to be told that the daughter is dead. Men, this lady was married with a big wedding. I'm talking of people I know. It is not that serious. Whether people have spent millions in a wedding, whether people have spent thousands in a wedding, if this relationship is a salty fool, get out of there. You might tell me, first of all, of course you don't get out without first trying. You go to the people who are your best man and best woman, talk to them, talk to your parents, talk to your relatives. But if this man keeps on hurting you, or this woman keeps on, leave. Leave. You don't want to go back to your family in a coffin. Why would you want to go back to your family in a coffin? Because you want to show the side that you're married and your marriage is working and you're doing well. Why allow a man or a woman stab you to death all in the name of I'm married? I'm married. Who married? Nine. Who married like that? I'm sitting here thinking to myself, yeah, this woman, how the husband just came in and stabbed this woman. Right now, you see how she's taking treatment in the hospital. You'll be shocked, man. This thing is disturbing me. My man, it's disturbing. I really was disturbed yesterday. I felt so sick. And I said today, I'm going to address this issue. If I told you in a relationship that is not only toxic, but it is physical. Physical, vamos. These people, these sons of Pharaoh, some of them don't change at all. If you passed a red flag when you're getting married and you didn't notice it, this son of Pharaoh is not going to change. This man just comes home one day and assaults you and want to kill you. The mother of your children, someone who's gone for labor, 9 months of hard pregnancy and labor that is so painful, and this woman, you stab her to death like that. Are you sick? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Guys, that thing caught my attention. I was so sick. I got so upset. I was like, Jesus Christ, what is happening? People are labeled here with things and that and this, but you'd rather preserve your life than end up in a coffin. This lady was taken back home in a coffin. Why? If someone does not suit, or this someone changed, or this is not the person you married, and you feel like you two cannot coexist anymore, instead of stabbing people to death, set them back to their roots. It doesn't hurt. Don't kill someone's daughter. Don't kill someone's son. Daughters of Jezebel, don't kill someone's son. You man, don't kill someone's woman. Take them back to their roots. Check out on your friends, check out on your relatives, check them out, especially if you have had someone complain, I'm not okay, marriage in an chosha, I don't know, those things you hear people talk about. Kindly check on them, because You don't want to sit and say, Jesus Christ, she mentioned she was not doing well. She mentioned that she was in a toxic relationship. She mentioned she was in a physical abusive relationship. Call a line, go for counseling, seek therapist. She mentioned, and if it's not working, don't allow yourself go back to your roots in a coffin. Life is precious. If God has not allowed you to live right now and you can live some more for your children, don't allow a son of Sceva, don't allow a son of Pharaoh end your life when you can avoid it. Guys, keep talking to friends, keep finding out how your friends are doing. It is not that serious. This life you live once and you're not living for nobody. Society should not dictate how you should live your life. If it is not working, it is not working. We don't want to be burying people left, right, and center because someone has been stabbed by the husband, has been stabbed by the wife, all in the name of I am married. What the? Keep subscribing to Meditate, guys. I love you. Meditate always coming your way, but this one, if you're living in an abusive relationship whatsoever, psychological, physical, emotional, all kind of torture, psychological abuse, narcissistic abuse, all this, find a safe place for you. Thank you so much. Keep subscribing, keep subscribing, keep subscribing. I love you so much, guys. Thank you.